again. Today on the menu, we're doing a chicken curry. Here are the ingredients. We have about 12 pieces of chicken, 12 to 14 pieces of chicken, skinned and all visible fat removed, washed and drained. We are going to add some potatoes to that, about 6 potatoes cut in half. Some salt, some ginger and garlic that's crushed. If you have them separately, you can use about 4 cloves of garlic to maybe an inch of ginger, a broken inch piece of ginger. 1 whole onion cut with 2 slit green chilies, some coriander, some tomato, crushed tomato, turmeric and curry powder. The curry powder should be available at most East Indian stores or the export aisle in any grocery stores. If you don't have a mixed curry powder on hand, you can use jeera powder, which is cumin powder, which is readily available, together with coriander powder, garam masala, and some chili, plain chili powder that's crushed and ready, together with some turmeric. So let's get started. Here I have some oil that's heated. You can use oil of your choice. I am using grapeseed oil today. It's a light oil that goes well with chicken, because sometimes no matter how much of fat you remove from the chicken still has elements of fat that are still there, and it gets to be too fatty and rich. So for health reasons, I recommend using a light oil for this dish. And now we are going to add the green chilies and the onion. We're going to saute this until golden brown for about 2 to 3 minutes on medium or medium-low heat. We will come back to this in about 2 to 3 minutes then. Okay, it's been a few minutes, and now I'm going to add about 2 teaspoons of crushed ginger and garlic. And my spices. The spice itself is a mix of several different ingredients, and together with that I have some dried curry leaves, which you can obtain fresh from any East Indian store. So maybe about 3 tablespoons. And about a level teaspoon of turmeric, or maybe another half. Going to stir that a little bit just to coat it with the oil. Again, the flavors need to be combined, and the aroma is really great when it is all combined and sauteed into the oil a little bit. Now I'm going to add my chicken pieces. They are thighs. So there's about 12 to 14 pieces again, and Going to add a little salt to dehydrate the chicken. Maybe about 2 teaspoons. Gonna give it a little stir. So this needs to simmer on low. What I'd like to happen is for the chicken to dehydrate and the water comes out of the chicken and eventually cooks on low, and it cooks in its own moisture. So you get the flavor of the chicken and the spices at the end of it all. Midway, I'll need to add the potatoes and some tomatoes. So we'll come back in another few minutes and see how it's doing. So it's been about 13 minutes, and this is when we see the moisture all come out of the chicken. One turn over, and I'm going to add some potatoes to this. So the potatoes will be actually cooking in the moisture that's come out of the chicken. And should be ready in about half an hour or so. I'm going to also add some tomato, crushed tomato, just to give it a little bit more moisture, and the gravy would have a little thicker texture, and this will be served with basmati rice at a later stage as soon as the potatoes are cooked. Should be another 15 minutes. We'll come back to it at that time. Okay, it's been about 13 minutes since I've added the potatoes in. We can see that we have more moisture that has come out from the chicken, and that's what the potatoes are being cooked in, and is now also absorbing the spice from the gravy of the meat that has come out. So we need now to just give it a few more minutes, and at least maybe about 10 minutes until the potatoes are cooked, and we're just having a peek. So we'll see you probably in another 10 minutes or so. Actually, it's been about 15 minutes since I put the potatoes in. So we are going to check in and see what it looks like right now. Smells so good. It's almost done, and one little last minute touch is to garnish it with some coriander that has been chopped. And that's the finished chicken curry. Here I have a finished plate that is ready to be served. That's what cooking with love is all about.